Answer that for me, please.
Okay, if I understand it correctly, there is this little thing that they call a Christmas tree at the top of that stack of things. That's where the oil originates out of the ground. It's gonna come down through these pipes over here, and it goes up to this pressurized, pressure-changing pressure thing, and that's gonna extract the water out of it, and it's also gonna do whatever it has to do with the pressure, because apparently this is coming out of the ground at 650 pounds per square inch, is that what they said? That runs into this flare gas, so in order to get oil out of the ground, it also they don't want to use, they just burn that off. Some places they just vent it off, it just goes into the air, it's the worst thing ever. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna divert all that gas through another pipe into these two gigantic generators. These gigantic generators are gonna power this upstream data box full of S19J Pros and this other mining container. And ultimately the goal is to end up with these things over here completely full of oil and these things over here completely full of Bitcoins, and everybody wins.
Now, the reason they use containers instead of building some permanent thing is because containers fit on trailers and you can move them from site to site. Because at some point the natural gas will run out of this site and you can move the container to a new site where there is more natural gas ready to go. But now let's get back to that whole natural gas thing. Is using natural gas to power Bitcoin miners bad? This is like if all the Boy Scouts in all of the world all sat around the same bonfire and they all farted at the same time all day long.
That's really good. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is this harming the planet with electrical usage?
Well, I think this is pretty clearly a good thing. This is a net positive. This is taking something that was wasted and grosser and making it cleaner and not wasted.
And even if you think that Bitcoin is just stupid and pointless and a scam, this is at least a net zero. It's not adding or taking away anything. This was gonna happen. That flame was just gonna blow away.
Like I said before, the gas at these sites is usually just flared, just wasted, just burned away. The gas, which is primarily methane, is just vented into the atmosphere. And methane is an incredible greenhouse gas. It's actually something like 85 times worse for the environment than just CO2 in the atmosphere. So to solve that, they burn it. But there's unfortunately a few other problems with burning it. First off, burning it is very inefficient. You can only burn so much. There's a lot of wind and other variables going on, so a lot of the gas just still goes unburnt into the atmosphere. And two, the other really big problem with this is it's just wasted energy. You're literally burning energy for no other purpose. So if instead you use this energy to mine Bitcoin, you're actually doing a few interesting things. You're preventing methane from being directly vented into the atmosphere. You're making use of otherwise completely wasted energy out in the middle of nowhere. It's actually kind of amazing how much of a win-win-win this is and how great of a fit this is for Bitcoin mining. And that's how I just want to point that back out there. We're sitting right on the edge